It's a lovely evening this evening. It's been raining earlier. We had about an hour of rain, but that's dried up and sun's come out. So yeah, it's a lot better now. I thought it was going to be a complete washout, but we've got a couple of fields down the bottom here that have just been cut. So I reckon that'll be worth a look, because quite often, as soon as the fields have just been cut, that evening it's usually a good time to be out foxing, because the cutters and that will clear all the long grass, and everywhere there's sort of mice and voles and stuff have had runs all through what would have been maybe a foot of grass, are now all exposed. So it's easy pickings for foxes, and they're not silly. They know it's like a dinner bell to them. As soon as that grass gets cut, they'll be straight on it. In fact, quite a few times I've been out and sat on the edge of a field while the tractor's still going around cutting the fields. The foxes just sat there waiting for the tractors to get off the field. They're straight on it. So I'm hoping there's still one or two kicking around down here. I've had quite a few of late, but I might have missed one or two. Bloody sticks in the truck. Hang on. I've got my sticks, so let's go back and get them. Right, well, we're getting sort of close to where we want to be now. I'm not quite sure yet which fields have been cut. I'm not sure if it's the one just in front of us here or the ones on the other side of the trees, but it's one of these fields. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get set up just in case we bump into anything on the way down. Yeah, get kit up with thermal and get the moderator on there and that, and just keep eyes peeled in case we do see something. Right, so we've just come down this hedgerow here, just keeping your eyes peeled because it's just starting to get dusk, and if it's gone quiet, it's perfect sort of time you like to see something. So it looks like this next field's been cut too, which is brilliant. So we cross this green lane here, get over the other side, and just have a little look in that next field. So we've got something just up the top here, on the edge of this field. I'm not quite sure what it is yet, but it could be a deer or it could be a fox or badger. It's something bigger than a rabbit, but I think what I'm going to do is just walk up the hedgerow, see if we can get a bit closer and just have a look, see what it is. is, but I think it might be a deer just on the edge of that, browsing the edge of that hedgerow up there. But the trouble is, there's a house sort of behind that, so I can't shoot that way, and there's no other way of getting round onto it. So I think what I'll do is I'll settle down this corner and get the cooler going, and if it is a fox and not a deer, then it will come down this way. But if not, it might pull something out of this green lane, or there's hedges and that ditches all round, so it's got to be worth a go. Right, what we do is we head for that corner there. The reason being, if I'm standing in that corner, then I've got the trees behind me, which is going to help hide my silhouette. So I'll be in there, it'll be sort of like a little bit darker, so I'm not going to stand out too much. I'll stand there with the rifle on the sticks, and I'll put the cooler out in this field somewhere and see if we can pull something out. So we're going to use a Fox Pro cooler. Good little coolers these. Shit. Right, well, we had one come out there, came in lovely, but the trouble we had was it came out sort of on like the ridge of this field and went along, and then it went, basically the farm was the backstop over there, so we obviously didn't have a safe shot on it, so we had to just pass that one up, and I couldn't draw him in any closer, and he ended up just going back the way he came, back through the hedge. So I think what we do is we're going to wrap up here and go and try another bit of ground and see if we have a bit better luck there. Look, got one right here. It's about 80 yards away, would you believe that? He just sat there looking at the truck. Just making his way over to the hedge now. He's not bothered. Right, so we've seen one just here. This is another farm that we've just come down to. They've just cut probably one of the best fields for foxing on this farm. It's just been cut, so and it looks like that fox has just made his way into that field. So what we do is we quickly go and park up and see if we can get out and catch up with him. Let's get a bit closer. Just wait for him to get clear of the cattle. Right, that was a good start. So that one was probably about 60-70 yards. It wasn't that far. It was just sort of coming round on us, but at one point we had the cattle just behind him and I wasn't happy to take the shot, so I had to wait for him to come clear of the cattle, and eventually he come round and he got quite a bit closer. Like I say, he's probably about 60 or 70 yards, so that was good. That's a good start. Pleased with that. I think what we'll do is we're going to stand back by the hedge. We'll leave that one out there for now and tuck ourselves back into the hedge here and just have a wait and see if anything else comes into this field. So yeah, see that? This has all just been cut. So foxes have just been on this field, nosing through all this lot, seeing what they can find that's been cut up or left exposed. It's always like a free-for-all for food on these. Yeah, always good pickings. Well, it's definitely pays to come and stand on the edges of these fields and that when they've just been cut like this. These foxes are just really keen to get on it and nose around in all the grass cuttings. Shame about the midgy flies though. These things are everywhere. Lovely evening, nice to be out. Really nice and still. Full moon. Nice and warm too. Perfect. Here we go. I've got down the bottom of the field here. Two down, and that's probably only about 10 minutes after the last one. Very quick. So that one's a bit further. I was no point how far that was. Can't see it now because he's dropped down. Just dropped down into the grass, but it must be, it's got to be 180 yards I think to that hedgerow, so he's probably only 20-30 yards from the hedge. It's a bit hard to tell at the moment, for that again is on that sort of slope in the field. Brilliant. We'll go down and pick them up in a minute, give it a little bit longer and just see if we get anything else come across here. Right, so with that fox, that was a classic one where the fox has already seen me, but because didn't appear to be a threat to it, it stayed put. Now the reason for that was the fox was out in the field, so I spotted it, and I started walking along the hedgerow like that. So the fox is here, I'm walking this way. Now he's obviously seen me, I can see him sitting there looking at me, but he's just sat down and waited. Because I'm walking away and sort of like across its path, not straight towards it, it doesn't see me as a threat, so it'll sit, it'll wait until I've gone past and it'll just carry on doing what I was doing. So what I did was I just walked straight along, and then when I got alongside it, I just turned around, put sticks down, swung round on it onto him, and he was just laid down in the grass. All I could see was his head just poking up over the top, looking at me, and it wasn't very far. I mean, by then I'd sort of closed the distance, and I'd also drifted across the field a bit towards it. It's probably about 50 yards or so. So yeah, nice easy headshot. So give him quite a tickle, I should imagine. Crazy, that one. We literally just shot one that was sat in the field there, and this one just appeared, come across the field, didn't show the slightest bit of interest, and it was probably a couple of 100 yards from us, so we quickly just walked straight down the field there and just bang, got straight onto him. He's just mooching around in the grass again, exactly the same as the other ones we've shot. So yeah, so 4 down in, what's that been, an hour and a half probably. just goes to show how tough foxes are. That now that fox must have an 1.5 inch hole straight through the chest there, perfectly in the middle, and that's still around probably 20 yards. Their will to live is amazing. Unfortunately it didn't do this one any good. And that is a vixen. It's quite a decent fox, that. There we go. Just one dog fox, that one. No, he's got a good sized fox there as well. At the back. Yeah, another good fox, brilliant. Right, let's go find another one that's down along here. There we go, here's the other one. What's this one? Vixen. Oh, a decent sized fox. Right, that's them two. I've got the other one up by the hedge here, so right, so we've just got the other one that we just headshot over there. I'll put them all together when we go and get the other one. Oh, there's that last one. It was actually a little bit further than I thought it was. That was probably more like about 80 yards. But, yeah, it's made a bit of a mess of the head. I won't show that too much, but it was very humane, very quick, so good. Another one down. Well, we've had a good evening this evening. These four have all just come off this one small field in probably about 2 hours. So just goes to show freshly cut fields is always a winner. So yeah, it's good to get rid of them though, because this particular farm they've got some guinea fowl stuff up at the farmyard there, and they're always losing guinea fowl to foxes. Plus also it just keeps the songbirds and that down in this area, or rather keeps the foxes down because of the songbirds in this area. Yeah, so it's just good just to keep on top of them. There's certainly an abundance of them. So another fall down. That's good going. Pleased with that. Right, it's getting late now, so we'll call it a night. A good result.